truth here. Lack of whistle there as Austin. Ball back to Ndidi. Over the head. Now 1-2. And back again. Lookman linking with Iwobi, but eventually crowded out. Touch from Mama Baldi, quickly on his bike. He wants to get in behind. Lack of whistle there as Austin. Ball back to Ndidi. Over the head. Now 1-2. And back again. Lookman linking with Iwobi, but eventually crowded out. Touch from Mama Baldi, quickly on his bike. He wants to get in behind. He's been in. Even if he had hit the target, it wouldn't have been number 16. Well, he wants to bring that not interested. As Bright Osei Samuel hits the deck. home match in this group. They've lost the opening goal. 1-10-0 win over Sao Tome won't paint over the problems they appear to be facing. They overturned it on match day 1, but Guinea-Bissau's coach Kande will so far be absolutely delighted with how their system has worked out. Dalcio will skip in a turn, and Mama Baldi's on the run again. Well, I'm not sure if that was likely meant more of a cross for Piketty. It did have Ozo slightly flummoxed. Well, it's all smiles on the Jotas bench. Well, Mama Baldi's last goal in Ligue 1 saw him hit double figures in a league season for the first time in his career, although slightly overcast by the fact he received a second yellow card, making contact with the goalkeeper's head. Not vicious, but certainly dangerous play. Some sent-off against Ajaccio with Troyes chasing 2-1 deficit. They would go on to lose that match. Mama Baldi certainly won't want a repeat of that. Iheanacho, Ndidi, Alex Iwobi, Lookman trying to feint, but can't shake Dalcio. Alex Iwobi through. Osimhen somehow makes the ball stick. Iwobi's effort blocked. Frustration. Easy to see Nigeria struggling to create clear chances. Carlos Mendes hasn't had an awful lot to do. Guinea-Bissau certainly hope. There's no ill sense that Mama Baldi could go off as Jose Pesero takes his complaints to the fourth official. Mohamed Gandour doing his best to calm the Portuguese, but it's a very glum looking Super Eagles. Still got the rhythm and dance, but they're not given much to cheer on the field here in Abuja. And I hope this is just precautionary. As mentioned, Mama Baldi only lasted 5 minutes against Sierra Leone. He's had to go off after scoring just his second ever international goal. Now they have to defend a corner, currently down to 10. Lookman goes short. Iheanacho. Not much of a plan though. The ball now lifted in high towards Osimhen. Great header back across. Mendes with an easy take. And a quick throw. Switch of play. Fally Kande able to really push up. Decoy run of Piketty. Finds the ball. And that is into the side netting. What a chance for Dalcio. They can't believe it. Certainly he can't either. Well, it was a torturous time. The Glasgow Rangers, as part of Pedro Caixinha's failed experiment, went on to rebuild his career at Belenenses and then in Greece and Cyprus. But Mama Baldi well enough to see, just see the eyes popping out the head of some on the staff. That should have been 2-0 and Dalcio's first ever goal for Guinea-Bissau. Instead, at the other end, Osman threatening. The ball nicked away in the nick of time. Mama Baldi back on. Such a strong presence. And just wins a throw to take the pressure off. Well, Nigeria look stunned. They did eventually turn it around against Sierra Leone before half-time. In fairness, that goal came a lot earlier, just in the 11th minute. This time, Mama Baldi running right through the middle in 29 minutes. And nearly 10 minutes later, almost happening again. Dalcio finding opportunities for certain. He had Zoe on his back and just couldn't lift it into the gaping net. But Osimhen on the spin, trying to get away. They can't find Lukman as the ball drifts out. So 1-0 here in Abuja. The headline so far, it's for Guinea-Bissau. More than that, it could have been 2. Sitting in and then hitting the space left by Nigeria. Midfield pairing of Alex Iwobi and Wilfred Ndidi struggling against the ×5 of Guinea-Bissau. Osimhen again on the move. Smashed across. Out harmlessly. Hands on hips. Certainly got plenty of firepower on his bench. Terem Moffi amongst the substitutes on red hot form. Sadly, Paul Nuachu has been able to take the red hot form he showed at Genk. 16 goals in 19 appearances. Yet to score for Southampton in England. Need to do more to get Osimhen into the game. Chukwueze. Osimhen. Lukman tried to play it back, but far too easily read by Bura. Ndidi claims for a handball, but even if it did, it was from about half a yard away. Rata Kasama smartly going down. Under pressure from Ndidi. And indeed, just 5 minutes away from the half-time break. Nigeria stunned by the Route 1 delivery service that saw Mama Baldi charge through. And now they're looking for more. Calvin Bassey caught in no man's land, but the final ball not good enough from Jefferson Nkada. The band plays on, but Nigeria looks shell-shocked. Without creating clear-cut chances, they had Guinea-Bissau on the back foot. They've allowed them to grow into the game. They're really struggling for opportunities. Right, Osai Samuel again popping up into a more midfield role, the fullback. Chukwueze It's a second chance. Ndidi looks at Iwobi, but he plays it behind Sanusi. Bassi told to leave it. Ndidi, Iwobi, Lookman. Oh, look at that again. Osimhen back to trying to be positive energy. I understand why he's been frustrated with lack of quality. But at the moment the team needs positive mindset. And Nacho also communicating with Lookman. At the moment, nothing going right for the Super Eagles, and it's going swimmingly for Guinea Bissau. Amabaldi beaten out there, but he's almost snuck in. Ndidi, fortunate and doing well in equal measures. Fortunate that Amabaldi didn't get away at that first contact, but then finally making sure he got body between man and ball. Outside is Samuel. Iheanacho goes the long way round. Ndidi through Iwobi. Sanusi sees Lookman, dummy, and now drive it through, but it's well overcooked. Joris Mendes will not be in a rush. Though sees that there's plenty of space for Fali Kandi. Now the captain over the top, but who's Nigeria desperate for some decision. Again, the ball in between Lookman and Osimhen. Now look at the charging run of Jesus, and Nkada gets it. Fullback putting it into a dangerous position, but not the right angle for the on-rushing Alpha Semedo. Guinea-Bissau might have been defending valiantly before, but now doing so comfortably, starting to find some confidence in possession. Oppa Sanghetti with that tremendous ball that found Amabaldi through the two centre-backs, the heart of the Super Eagles defence. There's Jefferson Nkada trying to catch up. It's a very desperate foul, and he'd likely made up the ground, and really an unnecessary yellow card for the fullback as well. Nkada plying his trade in Egypt, booked by our Egyptian referee Mahmoud El-Bana. Big opportunity for Nigeria to get back into this. In fact, not just the fact that Mahmoud El-Bana is an Egyptian ref and Nkada plays in Egypt, he actually did book him at the beginning of this month in Farco's 2-1 home win over Al Mokal Bulun. So the pair certainly do know each other. That booking also came just before half-time. Didn't end in a goal on that occasion. Nigeria hoped for something different, but with bodies up, he decided to go for a goal. And Lookman said he wanted to bring his Atalanta form to the international scene. Unfortunately, to some degree, he's doing that. Having scored in the opening day of the Serie A campaign, he had 11 goals and 2 assists between October and January. And it's just 1 assist and no goals in his last 7. So overall, it's been a great season for him. But he's not coming here along with a number of others, including the captain of the day, Ndidi, finding Chukwueze, who are not in top form. Nacho as well, struggling to make the ball stick. And the half-time whistle goes. A big half-time teamwork for Jose Peseiro. Jonas Mendes, hardly any sweat to wipe off, as Nigeria have struggled to call him into action. A couple of times he's got to the feet of Victor Osimhen. Instead, it's Mama Balde who's the difference maker. His goal in a half an hour has given Guinea-Bissau a lead against Nigeria. Just the second meeting ever between these countries. And the Jurtas could be en route to a famous first ever victory unless the Super Eagles can turn this Group A Matchday 3 match around. So here in Abuja, 3-time African champions Nigeria trailing by a 1-0. Mama Balde of Twa with a goal slid under Francois Ozoo. And it could have been 2 had Dalcio flicked it into what looked to be an empty net after the goalkeeper had hit the deck. But at half-time, Guinea-Bissau with a precious lead. Nigeria with it all to do as they look to ignite and find a way.